Well, today I'm going to talk about something very important: reliability of Google Maps. I don't know how many of you have faced issues, challenges with Google Maps. Moderately, most of us use Google Maps, right? I mean, among all the other maps that are available in the country today, Google Maps seems to be doing a pretty decent job. But if you blindly trust Google Maps, there are more than enough chances that you are going to land up in some sort of weird issues where Google Maps is just going to take you somewhere. Okay, that's one part of it. Second part of it is very interestingly that I have recognized is it has an algorithm where it kind of predicts the time by which you are supposed to reach your destination. Moment you do better than what is predicted by Google Maps, for some weird reason, Google Maps starts predicting ways which are actually not the shortest path. It seems like the algorithm is programmed in such a way that it kind of takes you left and right to ensure that you meet their timeline, the predicted timeline. That's very, very interesting, right? And I have multiple cases where I have seen that moment um, I kind of go far better than the predicted timeline of what Google says. It asks me or it guides me to a route which seems to be very congested, and eventually if you take that route you will meet the time that Google has predicted. But if you know the route and you are confident that yes, this is the route which is shorter, if you live locally or you have been there before, take the route and you will actually reach faster, right? So this is something that I have seen multiple times happening. I'll give you a very quick example of what happened today. Right now, show you the screen. I started from Bikaner, and obviously I have to reach Jodhpur, and in the process I was supposed to take a route which I took, and at some stage I was supposed to get into that Amritsar Jamnagar highway. It seems what happens is while this is the regular route, okay, this is the regular route, but there is a chance that if you get onto that Amritsar Jamnagar highway, you are going to go faster. Now, Google predicted that I will be reaching by somewhere around. It'll take about 4.5 hours for me to reach from Bikaner to Jodhpur, and the roads were pretty good, and I was going at a decent speed. And by the time this junction over here, I was thinking that probably I'm going to make it half the time that which Google predicted, and then Google suddenly took me to this area, and then I went in. Initially, it was very nice road, and then the road started becoming narrower and narrower and narrower and narrower until it reached here, which is very close to this highway. I almost touched this highway, but I never reached that highway. And then it took me off to a totally different area. Okay, somewhere interior inside. It's almost like a middle of shrubs and bushes where hardly a bike can go fit in. That's about it. Like it's very small road which is completely gravel road. I mean, if my bike would have fallen in that road, there was chances that I would have wait for the nightfall for me to get probably rescued, because I wouldn't have the ability to pull the bike up all by myself, and there was hardly anybody. So at some point I said enough is enough, and it's not meeting anywhere on the highway. So I stopped. I turned the bike around with a lot of difficulty because there was hardly any place to turn it around. And then I came back, and then I asked people and eventually ended up going the same route over here. And then I continued, and after doing all this circus, I still managed to reach my destination 1.5 hours prior to what Google predicted. And what is the best part? I could have just continued straight, and probably I would have reached this place in 15 minutes, and I spent about 45 minutes doing all this circus. Or look at this part. Look at this part. Eventually, if Google is supposed to take me to this road, which is the Amritsar Jamnagar highway, I would have just gone straight, and then I would have met this place, and then I would have come straight. I don't know why the hell Google would take me there in some god forbidden village and then put me onto a place where there is no road to get onto the highway, right? And this is not the first time that this has happened with Google. I am very sure many of you have actually faced this in the first hand. So my caution to all of you is definitely trust Google, because as on today there is no better application which can show you the route. In many cases Google is absolutely very good, but do not blindly trust this application, because the AI that is going into that application definitely has some issues. Somewhere it just gets nuts. I guess people who are very intelligent, like the people who have developed the algorithm for Google, obviously they are very very intelligent, and sometimes too much intelligent people actually become nuts. So so I guess that's what happens, and sometimes Google just becomes nuts. So when you are on a wrong ride and you are exploring terrains which you are not familiar to, I would suggest do your own research, ask the locals. Okay, they are very very helpful. Today I got saved by locals, and Google kept on showing me that it's 40 minutes more, 40 minutes more. It didn't take me 40 minutes more, trust me. Once I reached the highway, it was just butter smooth, right? So yeah, trust the locals, do your research, and yes, get an idea with Google. It's fairly a great map device that is still available, and I don't think there is anyone who is even close to Google right now. There is an India map which was made available quite some time, and let me tell you, it's very buggy. Okay, most of the times it crashes. It is in joint venture with Map My India, but the application has to go through a lot of fine tuning before it reaches the quality that Google is providing as of now. I'm not very keen, or I haven't used iPhone Maps. Earlier it used to be not that useful, but I get to know from some of my friends that it's kind of doing a better job these days. But this review is not about other softwares. This is about Google Maps, and I hope this review actually helps you to plan your trips better using Google Maps. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.